Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. So I'm working on the Unibody truck today, trying to get the bed all finished up. Lots of hours going into this, and what I'll do is I'll flip the camera around and I'll show you what I'm doing as far as the panels, the design I'm putting on them and all that stuff. And had some problems with that bead roller, but I'll walk over there and show you what I'm doing there too. So the bead roller works excellent. I mean, you know, flawlessly. I had to bend this down a little bit. It kept catching, but when you go to turn a panel, you only have, 17 inches or something like that on the throat, where you can only have 17 here, and then you can have as much as you want out here. But when you have a panel that you need to turn, you can't get a real tight radius on it if it's a bigger panel. So I had some problems there. So I ended up changing the panel on the back of the cab, and it's all made now. I mean, you can see the line that I bead rolled into it right here. And then the whole floor is all done. The skeleton is all put in. So this panel is sitting flat on here now. And then that's how it's gonna look at the front, where it's gonna be welded right there. And then I had to build these spacers. I wanted to make sure that this was dead nuts right here. So when this panel comes down, it's flush. So I put a level right here and made sure it was plumb. And then built these spacers. You can see the gap underneath there. I use these little shims. Little aluminum shims that I made. And I got these, I stacked pieces until I got it to where I wanted it. And the reason I did that is I wanted to get it where it's just perfect. And it would have been more of a bitch to, try to trim a piece of metal like that. So ended up welding those spacers together. And then when that panel goes over the top of that, it's completely hidden like that one over there. You'll never see it. And then I got the panels here trimmed out where it goes over the top of here. And then right now I'm getting ready to weld the I got angle iron right here. I'm gonna bend a piece and put behind there so that it has something to bump up to, and then I'll weld that to it. I'll drill holes and cleco these on, and then when I pull the clecos out, I'll put a weld right there where that cleco is. I'll drill a little bit bigger hole and do that. But this panel's looking good. I got this one dead nuts right here, where it looks really nice. The back of the cab is all finished up. And then it goes, I don't know if you can see the camera. Let me go over here so you can see a little bit better. Crappy camera work. That panel runs all the way down back here, all the way to the bottom. Oh, damn it. There's more body work. Just knocked that clamp over. But there's a piece down there on the bottom of the cab that I have to build, and it'll go down and then weld into that so that has something to bump up to and weld. But next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a design in the side of here, and with the bead roller, so that it matches this here. And then the bed I'm gonna leave flat, so it'll have that sheet welded in flat, and then we'll have the real clean looking stainless steel gas cap deal right here. I decided to not put it on the license plate behind here because I got some stuff that I'm gonna change around with the roll pan and whatever, and I'll show you that when I'm getting to it. But the other thing I did too is I put little mini gussets right here. I think you can see those in the camera. Little gussets right here, welded them in, and I dropped them down just a little bit so that this is nice and smooth here, so that metal has somewhere to lay on and it doesn't have it's not interrupted by the weld, but it's super strong. So I don't have to worry about that, rattling, the weld breaking, and then that cracking and coming out. But that's where I'm at on the Unibody. So I was thinking about using this stuff. I was gonna use it upright like this, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay it down flat just so that sheet has something to bump against too, and then I got something to hold it flush, and then weld right here. Hopefully you guys can see that with the crappy camera work. So now I'm gonna take my girdly cloth tape measure. So I'm gonna go 27 inches. And then I'm gonna cut this stuff at 27 and spot weld it on. So I bent this piece thinking that it'll just be, you know, flush or straight all the way around. And back here it's like 1 inch off. So I'm gonna have to pinch, excuse me, pinch this in a couple spots, meaning, you know, take a grinder and move it, whatever, to make it where, because this wheel well leans down just a little bit. So instead of being a flat bend all the way around, you gotta bend that not only this way, but like this, if that makes sense. So I'll get that bitch bent, or first I'll cut it, move it around, get it where I like it, make sure it looks nice, fits nice, all that crap. Well, maybe you can, yeah, I still gotta cut it. And when I say cut it, I'm talking about just putting some little slices in it, and I'll re-weld those up when I weld it on here, so. Duh. One thing after another. So now if you look down, this is bumped to that piece that I welded in there. And you can see it's nice and straight. Put a level on there and everything's plumb, and then now it has that piece that it bumps to, and then I'll weld right there on the seam and then put seam sealer right here. So that'll work out great. And then, obviously the whole inside of the bed's gonna be sprayed with rhino lining or whatever it is. But yeah, it turned out pretty cool. So next one is that one right there. I'll get that piece welded right there, and then I'll be able to put that panel up, test fit everything one last time, and then we'll start rolling the design in the panels. So I got these pieces welded in right here, and they're all, I put these panels on and they look really good. This one over here is welded in, all solid and everything. And then the other thing I did is I primed in here really good, because once this panel goes on and gets welded on, it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to get, primer up in there. I mean, I could, but might as well do it now. And then that's one less thing that I have to do, when I cap the bottom part of it and seam seal everything. So, I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I'll get these panels rolled and go from there. So off camera, I didn't want to bore you guys. So off camera, I saved this one from the other day. This is the grinder disc that I use for the template for the front of the cab, or the back of the cab. And then I'm just tracing out, getting my circles here. And I almost screwed up here because this is 2 inch. And that's actually where another piece is gonna be coming off the back of the tailgate. So this needed to be, moved up 2 more inches. So it was 4 instead of 2 like the other panels. And then I got 2 here on the front. So it goes from here to here is 2 inch. And then like out the, the panels here, it's gonna go from this edge to here, that's 2 inch. So everything matches. And then this is my template that I made the other day. And that's, you can see how it works here with the grinder. So everything matched up perfectly, so I know I'm on the right track. Measurements are all good. And then now I just need to figure out how much I want to dip down here. So I'm gonna have to take a scribe or something and run a 2 inch line like this all the way around. Or no, 1.5 inch, I'm sorry. So there's 1.5 inch here, 1.5 inch here, and then this front piece is, where's it at? 2 inch from this line to this line. So hopefully I didn't confuse you guys. But then that way I could roll these beads in here, and then this panel will be able to, it'll be ready to go on. And I gotta lay this one out, same thing. So this is what I'm gonna use here. I was trying to figure out an easy way to do this. Not easy, but a nice way, because this is a 1.5 inch block right here. And I was like, well, maybe I could lay it down like here and go off this edge, but it's gonna just do this. And I want this to be nice and clean, that line that goes around that wheel well, so that bead goes around the wheel well exactly 1.5 inches over the top of it. I want it to be dead nuts. So I'm taking the Dykem layout fluid and brushing it on here, 1.5 inches out or so. Or 2 inch. And then I'm gonna scrape this with my veneer calipers, and that'll give me a nice crisp line to follow with my bead roller. So that should work. How would you guys have done it? I have a jig somewhere around here, I just couldn't find it. It's buried in that crap somewhere. But I have a setup where I can put a Sharpie and adjust it, at certain measurements, increments. So it's at 1.5 inch. And then it has a little pin that sticks down right here. And you could scribe, you know, or write a line on there at 1.5 inch, but I just couldn't find it. But leave a comment down below. I'd love to see how you guys would do it, or how you would have done it. But I mean, you know, a million ways to skin a cat. Let's see if this way will work. Put my damn glasses on first. And I'm gonna clamp this down because I know what's gonna happen. As soon as I start scribing, this bitch is gonna move. And my line will be all jacked up. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. Anything, any scratches or anything that in this panel, it's when this gets sanded, they'll come out, so it's not a big deal. Almost dropped the camera. So yeah, that'll be nice. I can see that real crisp and clean, and when I'm bead rolling, that'll be sweet. Now right here, I'll simply come up here and then just turn. So I'll probably take this really expensive template. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. That'll work. Want to explain to them what we're doing?
Do you want me to help you?
No, I said you want to explain to them what we're doing?
I gotta explain? You got some explaining to do.
Split spoons.
I guess for bead rolling, nothing new with bead roller. Alright, put your glove on and put your second hand out.
Well, I feel like you move that forward so I can do that. God.
You're so bossy.
I think I want to do it like this.
Okay.
So we're going to do this manually, the Manuel way, with the steering wheel deal. And basically, I just want you to keep it from.
Okay.
Once it slacks down, it makes it where it binds on this,
Okay.
and it starts pulling and digging in and doing all this stupid crap. So
And
that's
the
what we gotta
holder?
do. The holder. With a professional holdie.
Alright, I'll wait on you.
And I'm not gonna like make them watch this whole push down right there. All right.
I didn't watch the
Lego,
thing.
coming to you though. You gotta still hold this down. It's always got to sit flat on the table, okay?
Oh, I didn't know. I'm new to this table.
And the reason I'm not using the pedal, because somebody's gonna ask, the pedal is for like fast lines and whatever, and right now I'm doing long straight lines, but they're gonna be turning real soon. So see, that's the other problem is when I'm doing it by myself, it's always doing this crap, you know, because it wants to move around, so it's nice
Yeah.
to.
It's feel on these.
This thing works awesome though. I'm not gonna make you guys watch the whole damn thing of us bead rolling though. Huh?
Gotta do it the old fashioned way.
Yeah. Your phone's ringing again.
I don't care. I'll get it later.
Her phone literally rings 24/7.
It really does.
All right, you're gonna have to start going that way. Keep going, keep going. Come on.
Go back.
You're gonna have to go that way.
Yes, sir. You gotta turn. I'm waiting for you to turn.
No, it's, you need to go that way.
Okay.
Go, 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 go.
This is my first time doing this, so I'm a little nervous about it.
So what it is you're turning and then I'm barely moving the wheel, right?
So. Yep.
So that's why I'm like, you need to turn because I can't go until you move it.
I had to walk around the wheel of this Chevy.
Hey, slow down, slow down, slow down. A little more.
Okay.
Turn, stop. Back up a little bit. Ah, stop.
So bossy.
So I don't have control like this with you hold on to it. So
Oh, that's
stop moving it. Put the game in my ass.
close. That's my job.
How I don't drink is beyond me.
So you're in charge of turning it this time, not me?
Yes.
Okay. Now you tell me how fast to move.
Stop. Easy, easy, easy.
Keeping this thing so still and then keeping your hand still is like really difficult.
Oh, it's very difficult. Sorry about the crap camera work. All right, I'm gonna shut this thing off.
I don't know, I think it looks pretty good.
Clamps of death.
The clamps of death.
Yeah, because they're all like greasy or oily or something, and every time you grab them, they shoot out your hand across the room.
Maybe I should stay away from it. I was gonna come over and film closer, but I'll just stay away. That looks great.
Yeah, that works for me. That's sweet. So I got this gap nice right here, so this will be sweet.
That looks
And then
really
this
good.
piece will come across here. So,
Heck yeah.
all right. Well, this video is starting to get long, so I'm gonna shut it down, and I'll see you guys on the next build on the Unibody. I appreciate you guys watching, and you know, please hit subscribe and like and all that happy crap and whatever. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you. Later.